Linda. I'm the site manager here. You want to have a seat right here? Let me put this away. Thank you for coming in today. Thank you for applying for this position. Tell me something about yourself.
Well, my name is Amaya Interview. I currently work as a CNA at Rotary Ann, and I am a junior at Eagle Grove High School.
Why would you want to work for this organization?
Because helping people has always interested me, and I know your company is very keen on helping people.
How about a conflict that you faced either at your CNA position or something at school? How did you face that?
Well, working as a CNA, it was my first job dealing directly one-on-one with people, and I had to grow accustomed to communicating with people on a daily basis, making small talk with everyone.
How do you build relationships?
I build relationships by finding something that me and the other person can both relate on.
How about your best collaboration effort?
My best collaboration effort. Well, I used to work in fast food, and that is a team effort, so we always have to rely on each other. Our communication has to be strong to get stuff put out on time.
What was your role in that?
I took the orders and I had to hand out the orders while my other coworkers were making the food or putting fries in the fryer.
What would be your biggest challenge coming into this role?
My biggest challenge would be adjusting, but once I get comfortable, I'm able to do everything to the best of my ability.
How about a project that you are proud of?
A project
Now, that can be
I'm
something
proud
that you
of.
did in school, something that you did at home, something, it doesn't have to be necessarily be a CNA position related. So
Okay.
something,
Well, I like to consider myself artistic, and I worked on this one grid drawing last year, and I spent so much time in it, and it came out really good. It was really realistic looking. It was a wolf.
was that a project you did on your own or with someone?
It was on my own, but I did have to ask for help at one point.
How would others describe you?
Others would describe me as, well, it depends how close they are to me. My close friends would describe me as outgoing, reliable, and very responsible. Other people might describe me as quiet, hardworking.
How would you enhance the patient or coworker experience in this position?
I like to think I bring a bubbly attitude to the environment. I always come to work with a smile on my face. I'm always ready to do the job.
That actually answered my one other question, because I said, can you be happy and smiling every day?
Oh yeah.
If I looked in your closet, what would I see?
Clothes.
How would
shoes.
those be arranged?
They're on hangers. Like I have dresses on one side, pants in the middle, shirts on the other side. I don't organize by
Nice.
color though.
You don't organize by color?
No. If
In a
that's what you're looking
perfect
for.
world, this is how your closet would look?
In a perfect world, this is how my closet would
Would
look.
it, or would you change anything?
I would probably change it by organizing by seasonal too.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with me? About you or anything?
I would like to know how a typical workday would look like.
Typical workday. Our typical workday would start probably at 8 o'clock, would start at 8, with the first patient being there. Those patients are scheduled every 10 minutes. If we have 2 people in our lab, they're scheduled 2 patients every 10 minutes. So you really have to be there a few minutes before 8 to get the computer up. They do everything by computer. You have to be there to get that computer up and running, and which kind of takes a little bit of time. So most of we have one person that starts at 7:30. So the second one comes in at 8. You see those patients, you enter all that lab work, anything that resulted, some things that we do the results, some things we send the blood to Ames, where a courier comes and picks them up and we send them down. But as a general rule of thumb, that morning is much busier until about 1 o'clock, because many people now have said, hey, can I come in for my lunch hour? So that's a busy time until 1 o'clock. You don't have as many patients in the afternoon because that doesn't require fasting blood work. But our lab has done with 2 people, 97 people in 1 day. Those girls were moving fast every single minute of the time. That's not the general number. Generally, we'll run about 50-ish.
Okay. All right. I think that's about it.
Anything else? Any other questions you'd have for me?
Do you guys have any opportunities to further my education? Because I want to start as a lab tech, but I would like advancement opportunities.
There is advancement within the corporation, the organization itself. So we have some of our lab people who go into lab management. So you'll manage the group of labs. Like there's one overall director of the labs, and they manage all the network sites as well as the Ames office. Each individual office, if they're large enough, has a manager of their own. They have different areas of the lab that have managers. We also offer continuing education reimbursement. So it's not 100%, and you have to pass the class first, but then they'll pay you for that too. And I can't give you the exact amount of money that is, but there is some. Anything else?
That'll be all.
Alrighty, well, thank you for coming in today, Amaya. It's a pleasure to meet you. I expect to make my decision in a couple of weeks. You will hear one way or the other.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you again.
Round of applause.